Morning! Nothing like a noisy start to a video. Got quite a lot of running around to do today. It's been a while since I've done any car stuff. We now live more than an hour from where my cars are all stored. I've got some stuff to do. I need to drive this Volvo all the way down to my storage barn, pick up another Volvo that I'm helping someone get an MOT on. Then I need to pick up a BMW 3 Series van that's been stickered, and then I either need to come home in this Volvo or on a train. You'll notice that this isn't a Volvo. The Volvo that I'm supposed to be driving today is the one that I used for the Christmas special, my four-wheel drive XC70. It's gone in to have the front discs and pads done, but they kept ordering the wrong discs because it's the four-wheel drive one and it gets confusing. So I walked up there at midday today and I said, oh, is my car ready? Can I take it? No, car's not ready. So we're driving the transit van. This transit van is blooming amazing. It owes me about 1700 quid and nobody wants to buy it, but the more I think about selling it, it's just such a handy thing to have around. It starts every time, regardless of the temperature, and it's lovely to drive. It's the Ford 2.2 TDCi engine. It's all scraggy on the outside, so I can drive it into people when I'm merging in turn, and it just works and it just goes. So, although I'm tempted to sell the transit van, it's almost worth more to me just sat around ready for if I need it. It's ridiculous. I think it's funny that, you know, the best car in the world probably is a transit van. It's a Mark 6, so it's pretty rusty. Anyway, for putting stuff in, it's brilliant. You all know I've just moved house and we've done about 12 runs up the M6 in my transit van, and I love it. Right, so we've got to go to Stourbridge first. I've got to go to Project Powder to collect some freshly powder coated alloy wheels for my other Volvo. Then when we've got those, we're going to, I don't know what order we're going to do it in. We've got to go up the barn and pick up a red Volvo V70 Tdi. Then we've got to deliver the, I don't know the order I'm going to do it in. Basically, I've got about 4 hours worth of driving, 150 miles, and it's going to involve driving at least 3 vehicles. I've got no scenery for you today, I'll show you. Yep, I just got this. We're about to join the M6, so we'll see how the M6 looks today. Then I've got to go all the way down the M6, and then we've got to join the M5, so we'll see how the M5, M6 interchange looks. Basically, it's going to be a not very enjoyable day of running around, tying up all the loose ends before we're going away again. As well, you know that I'm doing my best to get out of the UK at the minute. For a number of reasons, we can't go permanently quite yet, but that will happen. In order to get out the country, I've got to do all of this running around and get all these cars and loose ends tied up, get all my ducks in a row, and when they're all in a row, I can take them all to the tip at the same time. So here we go, M6 down onto the M5, and Stourbridge is our next stop to go and see Jack at Project Powder. If you want your alloy wheels powder coating, I cannot recommend Jack and his team enough. They are great in the heart of the Black Country. They do a fantastic job, and I like them, and that's important. So, right, let's do the M6, and I'll check in with you in a bit. Right then, while we're on the motorway, let's see if we can catch this Nissan Duke. BU25 VWD. Should we have a look and see how much this is worth? It is, of course, an Audi Q... What's the big one? It's a big Audi Q8 wearing a dress, isn't it? I like that, you know, they are impressive. That's an impressive looking thing, but it ain't a Lamborghini, is it? It just doesn't... I don't know, I grew up in an era where a Lamborghini was a proper sports car that you had on a poster on your wall. I just think Lamborghini making SUVs is just a sort of symbol as to where it's all gone wrong. But the sad part is the Urus is actually the bulk, well, it is the majority of Lamborghini's sales now, and it has you know, massively helped the brand. Well, there you go. Oh, go on then, mate, off you go with your, how much are they? 600 horsepower, something like that. And yeah, here I am in a transit van, sat behind you. All the canals frozen, that's nice, isn't it? Not much else to report from the M6, as usual. We're coming off at junction 2, which is sooner than I normally get off, so that's exciting. Going to drive through some lovely areas today, so I hope you're looking forward to some real good Black Country scenery. Yeah, let's overtake a Lamborghini, shall we? He's coming back over here, isn't he? I know he is, because he just realised he's in the wrong lane. 1100 quid's worth of transit van, just went past the Lamborghini. How exciting. Welcome to the UK in 2025. Everything is grey, and your optimum vehicle is a transit van. Oh, he's gone past me again. I take it all back. The best car in the world is actually a Lamborghini Urus. Right, we're down to 50 miles an hour now, and there's a sign that says severe weather forecast today. So keep an eye out for severe weather warning. I didn't realise that we were doing this journey in a weather warning. I would have done a much more dramatic introduction had I realised when I looked outside that there was a danger to life warning for the weather. But never mind, we can make up for it by over dramatising the rain or snow if indeed it eventually comes. Otherwise, it's just another day in England in January. But no, it must be a severe weather warning, so keep an eye out for severe weather warnings. Severe weather, sorry, not warnings. Or goats, keep an eye out for goats as well, because we know goats close motorways more often than weather does. Where are they going then? Because we're going south on the M5, I'd expect them to be going north from Bristol. Is there a port up north that they've come from? Or do MGs come into the country somewhere in the north? I don't know, maybe you could tell me in the comments. Oh, what's going on here? Someone has been tweeting again. I reckon there's been some tweets. They might just be practicing. I feel like you see a lot of unmarked cars going up and down here and where we were in Worcester. I don't know if they do. I saw one the other day and it was most definitely training, like fast pursuit training. You could see because the woman in the passenger seat looked like she was conducting a driving test, so off they go. I managed to make some progress whilst I was behind them for a little while. The good news is it wasn't for me. I do need to do a video about all of the times that I've been pulled over this year, and all of my various speeding tickets this year, so I will get onto that and I'll make that video at some point. Right, they've turned the lights off, so they've just gone steaming down the motorway across that roundabout as you saw, as documented on the GoPro. Now they've turned their lights off and are carrying on down the A456, and they've even stopped at a traffic light. Let's go in the right lane and see if they've... See how confusing is that? That was definitely two police cars, wasn't it? The unmarked one has gone ahead and the marked one is now sat there on the left. So why did they need to come storming down the motorway with the lights on? No, we're off into the petrol station. We're taking a left into the petrol station. Again, it's a lady driving the unmarked Audi, and she was waiting in the petrol station for the guy in the marked Vauxhall, who was wearing what looked like a red fleece. So I can only assume that it's practice day for the high pursuit police people. But that's got to be one of the best jobs in the world, hasn't it? I mean, come on. You must drive along all day in that car just hoping that someone's going to run from you. I mean, that's what you want to be doing, innit? You don't become a high pursuit police driver unless you want to chase people. Sorry, but it's just true. Made a good police driver because I've got a real good eye for wrong-uns. Like, I can just tell from a mile away if there's something wrong with a car. I've got a real good spidey sense for it. But I don't think you'd ever get me applying for a job with the police. I don't think I'd get in anyway. They'd probably look at my YouTube and be like, nope, not having you in. Or my Twitter history. Right, there we go. That was a lovely drive. I hope you enjoyed the tour. Project powder coating. I'm going to go now collect my Volvo V70 cross country alloy wheels, which have been done in sparkle silver. Here we go, look, project powder. There's my wheels over there, but look at these. See if you can tell us in the comments what these are from. I said Lancia and then Alpha, but apparently they're American. Got anything else exciting in at the minute? Oh, hello. They're really nice. Are they for the KN?
Cayenne or Taycan, I think, I'm not sure.
Are they Taycan?
Yeah.
I love gold wheels. No, they look really good. Yeah, like those a lot. So, Are they mine?
Yes, they are.
Are they?
Yeah. I forgot about those myself.
Yeah, so did I. I didn't realise that. Okay, I'll take those as well while I'm here then. All right, brilliant. So I'll take those. That's good, because I gave a set away the other day by accident. It was a whole long story, but I had to give a set away. So then we got these in sparkle silver to go on the cross country, and those are T5 wheels. So that is brilliant. Right, we'll grab those. I think I've got a set of steels here as well. Have I got a black set of steels?
I can't remember if it's yet.
Don't worry if not, but if they... So those are mine as well.
Pretty sure they're yours as well, yeah.
So if I get those out the way as well...
Yeah, ignore the dust. Really.
Well, they've been here for ages. I did things like... I think it's more than a year. Brilliant. So I've come here to collect one set of wheels and we're going home with 3. Excellent. Right, there we go. I thought I was collecting 1 set of wheels. I've totally forgotten that I've got 3 sets of wheels. I'll show you what we've got. Cheers, Jack. Yeah, if you need your wheels powder coating, Project Powder, and absolutely the best. So these are a bit dusty because these have been there for like a year. That's T5 wheels, which is great because I didn't know that I had those. And I need those because I gave some away the other day on, do you remember that V70 diesel that I changed the alloy wheels on? Turns out, if you change the alloy wheels on a V70, oh man, they wobbled. It was hilarious. And I ended up giving the guy my personal set of wheels, so I'm glad about that. These are steels off an 850, and obviously that's the cross-country one. So, let's get on the road, because Science Central just phoned me to make sure that I'm collecting the BMW today, and now we're in a hurry. This van is the best thing in the world. Look at this. Did this when I moved house. It's absolutely knackered. I just drive it into things. Right, let's go. It just starts. It's not even high mileage. 139,000 miles only. Right, let's hit the road. We'll go back on the GoPro. Oh, I love Jack at Project Powder. He's absolutely brilliant. Does a good job. The team there are great. Proper people. Yeah, if you need your car doing, need some wheels doing, head on over, tell them Geoff sent you. I don't know if it gets you any discount, but it probably buys me a bit of discount. No, I don't know, their prices are dead reasonable. Nice people to deal with, and you know, good people drink good beer, don't they? Right, now we've got to go to, where are we going now? Back up to the barn, and I think my phone's going to die on the way, so that's going to be interesting. I'd beat the horn, but it don't work. Add it to the list of things that don't work on this van. Right. Stourbridge. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll go through Stourbridge, through Stourport, and up to the barn that way. Pick up Tony's Volvo, take that for an MOT, and then grab the BMW. Yeah, the basis of a plan is coming together. Okay, so that was Wollaston, Wolverley, I never really know which is which, but what a nice little village that was. I didn't film it, but had a butcher's, had a little ironmonger's, outskirts of Stourbridge, and now we have left the Black Country. See, I like that, look, you leave the Black Country, and now it's starting to get leafy again as you head out towards, I mean, we're not far from the edge of Shropshire here, Shropshire and Worcester, and then it all starts to get pretty again. Not far out of the big smoke, as it were. Yeah, I like it. Weather is still crap, it's still cold, and my window wipers are still not working. But we're on the next leg now. Off to collect Tony's Volvo, to drive that to Malvern, to pick up the BMW. If you're not confused yet, you should be. Hooray, Volvo 850! N748 DAR, or OAR, who's that then? There's a T5, black windows. I bet that's someone off of one of the 850 groups. Great colour on an 850, that, isn't it? Such an iconic colour. Oh, I miss mine. I really miss my car. I've left it in Bulgaria. But I'm starting to feel like I really want to get that car back. I'll buy another one. But there's just not that many around. Like I was saying earlier, it's getting harder and harder to find this stuff. You know, these cars that I was picking up left, right and centre, they're just not around anymore. Right, Kidderminster, Stourbridge, no, Kidderminster, Stourport, leafy Worcestershire. Right, we're now coming into Stourport. That is the canal on the right. but I've got a problem. I've driven past a sign that said that the bridge that goes... Oh wow, what's going on there? Some interesting work going on the canal there. I've driven past a sign that says the bridge might be closed. What's going on? So I need to go left up here, over the bridge, out of Stourport, across the River Severn, and towards this side of Worcestershire. But I think the bridge might be closed. Is it actually closed? Oh, bollocks. Why have they closed the bridge? What's going on here? Is it closed? Looks pretty open to me. Hey? Unless it's closed on the other side, because I'm now on the bridge. But all the signs and all the diversions were telling me that this is closed. But it's quite clearly open. That's funny. I feel bad for all the people that are what was with all the signs then? I feel bad for all the people that are now driving all the way round because they think the bridge is closed. That is hilarious. Brief change of plan. Got on my wheels, look. Whee! I'm really tired. I haven't had any coffee today. I think what we'll do is we'll get some diesel and then we'll have a quick look in Mitsubishi Motors, Fields, Dunley, and just see what vehicles they've got in stock, because I can see they've got a new, what they call GWM. It was SsangYong, they're no longer called SsangYong, but they've got a Subaru Outback in there and this GWM thing. If it's GWM, I've probably got that wrong. GSM, I can't remember. But we'll go and have a look, because I don't hate the design of them. I could see one down there actually. Yeah, so they're no longer called SsangYong. They are SsangYongs, but yeah, they're sold in this Subaru dealership. So we'll get some diesel when everybody's moved out of the way, and then we'll have a quick look. Right, just very quickly then, Subaru, and that is the new KGM, that's it, 39399. But I'm in a bit of a hurry, so can't take too much time today. I'll try and sort out a test drive. Can't fit it in the screen. But that's not bad looking as SUVs go. I mean, if you want an SUV, that's your one. Obviously the Subaru is the pick of the bunch, but this is going to be discontinued. It's going to be, I think they're going electric only with the next Outback. Right, let's get out of here. Right, that's 40 quid in, but I don't know how much range that'll give me because I haven't got a computer, but it just works, this Transit. There you go, there's another one of them, look. I quite like the rear end profile of it. They're just quite cool. And they're made in, I think they're made in Korea, so not China. I'll check that though. Oh, I just made it. I'm quite good at driving this Transit van, you know. Oh, hold the phone. It's raining and the fog's coming in. Is this the extreme weather? Thankfully I've got a couple of miles to do with no window wipers, but I can see absolutely fine. So might not look great on the camera, but it's actually all right. So let's go do some extreme weather. In the next shot, I'll be at the barn or in a ditch. Let's hope we're at the barn. Right, we made it. It was a bit sketchy at the end, but we made it. This is Tony's Volvo. I bought this, no I didn't. A chap called Geordie actually bought this. Messaged me, said, Geoff, do you want to buy it? I bought it, started doing some work on it, and then a chap called Tony got in touch and said, Geoff, have you got anything available that's like old and Volvo diesely? And I didn't really want to sell this, but I had this. So I sold it to Tony, and then he put it on a ramp and went, ooh, not sure about this, Geoff. And I had a look, and sure enough, it was a bit rusty underneath. So I said, look, don't worry about it. When it comes to MOT time, I'll help you out. We'll get the welding done, and we'll make sure it stays on the road. So that's what we've done. All the welding and all the work has been done. I'll show you. Well, I don't know how much I can show you because it's dark, but it's got my signature upgraded. You can't even see because it's so dark. It's got upgraded front discs and pads. That's all been done. All the chassis rails have been welded. It's a super clean, nice car. Oh yeah, I need to zoom out. All we need to do now is get an MOT on it. So I'm going to drive it to its pre-booked MOT, and then hopefully that car is sorted for Tony. He'll get another 12 months motoring out of it, and it can go back to Wales. There's the Caddy. Done nothing with that. And my canoe, and that's the Audi. I'd really love to be pulling that Audi out now and starting to mess around with that, but now is not the time. For now, let's get out in this horrible weather and take this Volvo for a drive. It's high mileage. It's been sat here a little while, but because it's a Volvo, it should fire straight up and we won't have to use the wolf box. Sadly, I haven't got the superpowered turbo fan with me because that'd cheer me up on a day like today. I could just be blowing things, couldn't I? Right, let's fire it up. What did I just say? I said it was a Volvo and it was going to start. It's not starting. It has been really cold. Maybe that's killed the battery. Okay, right, now I need to jump start it. How annoying. I said wolf box, I meant Gulu, we're on the Gulu. If this doesn't start, then I'm knackered because I don't have a spare. Come on, car. Always knew it was going to start. It was always going to start. It's a Volvo. All right, the weather's getting worse. I've moved a load of stuff from the transit van into the barn. Now I've got to lock up the barn and take the Volvo for this MOT and come back in the BMW and then take the transit home. There's still a lot to do. On the plus side though, this car has been warming up for a little while and now the heaters are on and the heated seats are on and this is going to be a much nicer drive than a transit with no wipers. Look, it's all beige interior. Beautiful, beige interior, heated seats. Oh yeah, it's warm in there. 215,000 miles on this one, so relatively low mileage old girl. Here's my transit van. I love the transit van. Right, let's get the barn locked up and let's get out of here. Right, the temperature is 3 degrees. Fuel economy is saying 5. Let's reset that and see what we can get on this little run into town, because this is the same run that I've done with many cars. So let's see what an V70 Tdi can do. Try and get the seat in a comfortable position. I like this car a lot. Yep, I'd have this. Right, fog lights. We're going to be needing those. Fog lights on. Let's go. It's interesting now being back in the earlier car. So this is a P80 platform Volvo, whereas the one that I've been using most lately is a P2, which is the next shape on. There's a lot of improvements between the P80 and the P2. It's a totally different car, but it's very nice being back in the P80. With the P2, I do feel like it's more complicated. There's definitely more electronics on it. There's definitely more to go wrong. I'm so much more at home in these. It might be this might be an inferior car in most ways. It might not be as good as a well-sorted P2, but I just prefer these earlier shape V70s. If this had a sunroof, I don't think Tony would be having it back. Yeah, this weather is absolutely foul. Visibility is about 50 feet and it's due to get worse. So chose a great day to do all this, didn't I? Hold the phone. I know it's going dark and we're in the middle of a weather warning and I've got lots of things to do, but I've just seen a car for sale on someone's drive. So we're going to stop and have a look. It's a 3 Series. It's an E46 3 Series convertible. So let's go and have a look. Orient blue, 17-inch wheels. Let's have a quick look. I'll leave the car running just in case. It did restart though. Oh dear, what a day. What a Daimler. Remember that? Hang on a minute. That's a 320 diesel with heated seats. I think we'll have this. We're gonna have this car. I'm gonna buy it. How am I going to do that? Okay, I'm going to buy it. I'll work out the logistics. I'm going to leave them a deposit now, and I'll have Ron pick it up and put it in the barn. That's a nice car. I'm not going to show you all the details yet. I'll just take some photos because it's raining, but I'm going to have it. Ron will sort it out. We'll go from there. I've got some cash in my wallet. I can leave them a quick deposit. All right, cool, job done. Right, there's no signal. My phone's not working. I'm just going to knock on the door and see if they're in. It doesn't look like there's anyone in, but we'll just knock on the door and ask and see what they say. No one there. The dog's there, but there's no one there. And my fuel economy's coming right down from leaving this car idling. We'll have that because that'll do 50 miles to the gallon, and that's a perfect car for driving to Europe. That is an amazing MacMaster Benidorm Challenge car. So we'll have that. When I get some signal, I'll phone them, work out a deal, we'll send Ron to pick it up. Cool. All right, didn't expect that today. That's fun, and that's cheered my spirits up a little bit. Today is not the day for weather like that, but you make it work, don't you? You make it work. I think I'll go home in that actually, instead of the. Shall I do that? I could go home in that instead of anything else. I think I'll do that. I'll phone them, and if it's all working and like I need it to be turnkey, as in I need that to be good to drive home, but I could buy that right now and drive home in that. This can stay for a service and an MOT. The Transit can stay in the barn, and the BMW van that I'm collecting can go in the barn as well. And although I keep saying to the farmer, yeah, I'm going to get less cars, that makes sense. Geoff, are you buying a car to drive home in just because you can't take the Transit because it's got no window wipers? Yes I am. Right, I'm going to phone this guy again and see if we can get it bought. Okay, that's the Volvo dropped off. That means I'm at Science Central, where the BMW is. I wanted to do a big reveal on this car, but it's January and it's not going to happen for months, so here it is. That looks super cool. That actually looks incredible. I love it. Yeah, that's so much better. Also, what's really funny is this design came around. I think I'll explain all this when I'm at home, because basically it's cold and wet and I'm standing in the rain waiting for Russ to bring the keys. This design came around just from AI. Like, I was doing loads of different ideas, and then I came up with this, and all I gave to Russ was one photo, and it was a really low res photo, and Russ has been able to translate it to this car just from an AI generated image, and it looks absolutely wicked. Right, just gotta wait for Russ to bring the keys out. I didn't really want to be taking the 3 Series van all the way back to my place in Staffordshire Shire, but because of the weather and it's cold and I don't really need a 3 Series convertible, I don't think I'm going to buy the BMW 3 Series convertible today, because then I got to fart around with like tax and insurance and all that sort of stuff. This is ready to go, and it means that as soon as Russ comes here with the keys, I can go home, which is what I'd rather be doing today. So I don't think we're going to buy the 3 Series today, but that doesn't mean we're not going to buy it tomorrow. This is not the car that I was planning on driving home. It was supposed to be going in the storage unit, but you have to admit, it looks absolutely incredible. So I'm going to put some fuel in it, and then we're going to get out of this cold and try and drive it home. There's no aircon and there's no traction control, so perfect car for a weather warning. Yeah, let's get some petrol. Well, first we've got to pump the tyre up, because I've got a totally flat tyre from a slow puncture, and the 12-volt charging point doesn't work inside the car. That's going to be a problem for driving home. No, it's not. I've got a jump pack, and I've got a USB cable so I can charge my phone. We're going to be sweet in this severe weather warning, driving a 328 manual with no traction control and rear wheel drive. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be fine. You should be excited like I am. It's not too late to go over and buy that. Oh no, because that other 3 Series is also rear wheel drive. Andy said the tyres were on the way out. So what we're going to drive home in a snowstorm, the van or a convertible. The convertible's got heated seats. We're going to take the van. Okay, that's all my tyres done. 36 PSI, I'm joking. Now it's time to join all the traffic and see if we can make it home before the weather hits. So 100% not the ending to the video that I was hoping for, but then again, I should have started the day in a Volvo and finished in a Volvo, and instead I started the day in a van and I'm finishing the day in a van. But there has been a lot of weather and a Volvo in between. So that red Volvo will go for an MOT. My grey Volvo I'll collect tomorrow now that the brakes have been done. This can go to my house for a little bit. I'm going to put this up for sale, I think. And the transit van, well, that's for sale as well. So all's well that ends well. I think today made check control. Check control. Something see owner's manual. I can only see half the pixels. Brake light. Oh, that's all right. My brake. I got one brake light out. I can live with that. What I want to do now is get home. This car. I just remembered how much fun this car is. Oh dear. Last time I drove it, it was dry, and you could do lots of fun stuff with it. But in this cold weather, on the cold tyres, it's probably sensible to try and take it easy. Regular viewers will know that taking it easy is not my middle name. Okay, I'm going to go back up the motorway, and hopefully that's the end of the video, unless something disastrous happens, in which case there's more coming at the end. Thanks for watching. Good. Hey, it's nice and quiet. You'll notice the engine's not running. I've broken down on the motorway. Thankfully I knew it was coming, so I was able to get into one of the refuge lanes, because if I hadn't managed to get into this refuge lane, I'd be dead right now. But I'm off the motorway, and yeah, basically symptoms were there's something going on with the charging system. It's like the alternator's gone, and I ain't gonna risk it because it won't start. I lost all the lights in the middle initially, and then I lost the dash as well. And at that point I was like, okay, I'm knackered, I need to pull over. And this is where it's so important that you know your car and you know what happens when like if I hadn't been a car guy at that point, I probably would have carried on. It's a smart motorway. There'd be nowhere else safe to pull over. I'm safe, it's all fine. And rescue Ron's on the way. I've already phoned him. Ron's going to come pick me up with his big flashing orange beacons. I've sent him my location, and that's that. Right, what we do now then? I don't know. I don't know. But the main thing is, like, I'm all right. No, the car's not starting, so it's clearly a battery issue. The battery should be charging because I'm driving the car. Clearly the alternator is not charging the battery. I've used up all the charge that was remaining in the battery, and now we're knackered. I'm not risking driving any further. I'll sit here and wait for Ron. What I will do though is move it backwards in this bay. If I can, I'll do that with the jump pack so Ron can pull in front of me. Right, I'll do that now. This is a fucking nightmare. I mean, this is about as crap as it gets, isn't it? Let's phone the SOS, even though Ron's already on the way, and see if Highways Agency come out about this, because they need to close a lane now. Smart motorways are not fucking smart. It's just ringing out. Yeah, I'm broken down on the M5 northbound. What's the box number? It is 77395. Yeah. I'm pretty sure the alternator's just gone. I've got a recovery lorry on the way. I just thought I'd call and let you know that I'm sat here with my hazard on. I don't know how long the hazard's going to last. I'm in the bay, yeah, 7395 in the bay. Hazards are on, yeah, but the battery, it must be the alternator because I lost all the lights, thankfully. I lost the fucking wipers as well. But thankfully I was able to pull into this bay. Yeah. So I've got a recovery driver on the way, a mate of mine. He's got all flashing beacons and everything, but I thought I'd better call it in. Yeah, fine. Yeah, it's Papa 765 Alpha Foxtrot Golf. Papa 865 Alpha Foxtrot Golf. AFG Alpha Foxtrot Golf. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I got a woolly hat, I got a big coat. I plan for this. Yeah, alright, cheers. Bye. Right, so after it eventually answered, he can't hear me, I can't really hear him. He's taken my name, my number and my number plate and told me to get behind the metal barrier. Now I'm wearing a thick hoodie, I've got a thick coat. You get behind the barrier, I can't get behind that barrier. I'm wearing a thick hoodie and a thick coat, but even so, like, I'm prepared for this sort of stuff. I know that this is going to happen. But if there's anybody else right now, you've got to have warm clothes in your car. You've got to be ready. I don't actually have a torch on me. I left the house this morning and I thought, shall I take my head torch? And I didn't. And now I wish I had. I've got a jump pack. I've got a tyre pump. I've got generally everything I need. I've got water and I've got warm clothes. And I've got Rescue Ron. So many people are not prepared for this. Right, we're just going to sit it out now and wait for Ron. I'm going to stand close to the camera so you can hear me. My car's down here, look. I'm up and out the way. Ron has sent me his location. If I didn't know Rescue Ron right now, I'd be worried because it's cold and I'm going to get colder. But I know that Ron is only about 20-25 minutes out. If I was with my family right now, this would suck. Not that I would have taken them in that car, mostly because it's only got 2 seats. But I just, this is ridiculous. I don't mind, it doesn't bother me. This is just one of those things, it's another adventure. But, yeah, I don't believe that smart motorways are, I just don't believe they're the right idea. I really don't. Even if anything's gone wrong with your car and you got one fucking headlight. If anything's gone wrong with your car, this lay-by is what? 200 feet long? It's not long enough to do anything safely. And then they'll say they're going to close the lane for you. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens now. So I'm going to do some dancing and keep warm. Thankfully the rain's not too bad. Spirits are high. We're all right. Rescue Ron's on the way. And he's got orange flashing beacons, so we'll be all right. Fucking hate this car. Very good, I'm too hot. All right, let's see where Ron is. Right, Ron sent me his live location. I reckon he's 5 minutes out, if that. So we should be able to see him coming down the motorway in a minute. So on WhatsApp you can send your live location. But if I phoned the AA on a day like today, you could be waiting hours. And like, this coat is warm, but it's not going to last long. You're going to start getting cold really quick. It's 3 degrees at the minute. So if I was on my own and they said there was a long delay, I'd be trekking across these fields and going to get an Uber. I'd just lock the car up and leave it. But I knew that Ron's around because he's gone and bought a tractor today. So I might get to see his tractor after all. It's quite funny, this is the second time Ron has rescued me for an alternator. But this is definitely worth. I can see on his WhatsApp location, he should be coming down this motorway any minute. This is going to be a lovely safe rescue, isn't it? Highways haven't done anything yet. All they know is that I'm here. Sometimes they like to close a lane. They haven't done that. The signs haven't changed. They haven't flashed up any speed things. There's no light. There's nothing. I thought that's what smart motorways were for. Hands are pretty freezing cold now, to be honest, but I know that Ron's on the way. I'm pretty sure he's got heated seats. He's definitely got heaters. So we should be all right. I've told him to approach slowly because the car's right in the middle of the escape lane. I say the escape lane's only about 300 foot long, 200 foot long. It might be less than that, it might be 150. So any minute now, we should start seeing the flashing beacons of Ron's truck. Which is a welcome sight, to be honest. I say, if I didn't know that Ron was coming, I certainly wouldn't be filming, because it is pretty bitter right now. Thought that might be him. No, I can see him. He's coming. I can see Ron's flashing lights. Look, he's on the way up now. There he is. Beauty. Right, I'm not going to film this, we're just going to get this sorted out. Next time you check in with me, I should be in the cab. Unbelievable, I'm surprised they haven't flashed. I don't know, whatever. My hands are too cold for this now. I'm getting in the truck, we're going to get this done. The weather's coming in now. Oh no, we're all right up here, but the blizzard is coming. What we're going to do is get this BMW off quick sharp, get back to Ron's place, and then I'm going to borrow one of Ron's cars and go home. That's the plan. What a day! Not exactly the day that I intended, but there you go. It's a bit dark, but the BMW is now coming off. We're going back in the barn where we started. You can't see, but the transit van is behind me. I can't drive the transit van home because, as you know, the wipers don't work and the snow is really starting to come down now. So I'm going to get a lift back with Ron. The BMW is going to come off. Ron reckons it might be the aux belt, basically, not the alternator itself. But we're going to have a quick look in a second and then get out of here before we get snowed in. The stickers look great though. Funny. Very funny. Well, not funny, but funny. Put the jump pack on it. I don't know if I'm filming or using my torch here. Not a problem. Is that off the hook? Bonnet's popped.
No, you found both there.
What is going on then? It's got to be alternator then, hasn't
Yeah,
it?
it has, yeah.
It's got to be the alternator.
We're just going around the alternators.
Yeah. So the alternator's spinning.
Yeah.
All right.
I thought to be the bolt on, I did.
Yeah, fine.
At least you know, did you?
At least we know, yeah. So the right thing to do was pull straight in and call you.
Yeah, you were right, mate. Bang on.
There we go, definitely the alternator. I basically drove it into place using the power of the Gulu. Right, annoyingly, so that's no good because it's got no wipers. That's no good because it's got no alternator. We're going back in the recovery truck. What a day. I wish I was going home in the Audi. It'd be amazing to just go home in this four-wheel drive V8 powered luxury saloon. Oh, I wouldn't even mind going home in the Caddy, to be honest, but no, going home in the snow in a recovery truck. What a day. You always have a fun day out with Geoff, that's the thing. You never know what you're going to get when you're watching Geoff buys cars. I didn't know I was going to break down on a smart motorway and spend my day with Ron, but that's what we got. We are now battling the weather to get off the farm. So with no weight on the back, we're a little bit wheel spinning, eh, Ron?
Yeah.
Going into a full drift around this corner.
Yeah, back.
Turns out that the extreme weather warning may have been correct. Imagine that. So we're quite high up here. It's cold and it gets the weather. Hopefully when we get back down the hill, we'll drop out of the snow. But we are currently drifting in a recovery truck. Yeah, there's a bit of snow in there. Sideways. You can tell Ron knows what he's doing with this thing, actually. But that's a bit of snow, that. Both trying to drive through the 2 bits of windscreen that we can see out. Because the whole screen isn't clearing. Oh, funny. Yeah. I've been watching quite a lot of ice road truckers lately, actually. Yeah. Wow. This came in quick, didn't it?
Didn't it?
Should be alright for me.
Yeah, I think we're out on the main road.
Yeah, yeah.
No, it's not.
Yeah, this is getting interesting. If it starts going on that hill, that's the only problem, isn't it? Getting down that one and then back up the other side.
It's times like now
Yeah.
when I'm really glad I changed the tyres not that long ago.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Well, you sit there and you look at me and you think, ooh. Look at that.
Wow, isn't that interesting?
Wow! As if we just drove out to the snow.
We just drove out the edge of the weather. That's bizarre.
What has just happened, Geoff?
That was mental.
Oh, we are going back in it.
We'll go back into the weather. Yeah, yeah, it's the trees, isn't it? It's the way the snow's blowing through the trees. Fascinating. Yeah, good tyres account for everything, don't they? You can have a four-wheel drive, but if you haven't got the right tyres, I tell you what, people are going to be stuck tonight, aren't they?
Yeah.
Looking at the way that came in.
What time are we on now?
I don't know, I'm wearing a fake watch, I don't even know if it works.
So we're on half six now.
Yeah.
If you're one of these in the city workers who work in, like Birmingham or Wolverhampton,
Yep.
and you're like a 1 hour 30 commute home,
Yep.
and you finish work at 6 and you're not expected to get back until 8.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
Yep. But it's also the people that have gone out without any supplies. They haven't gone out with a proper coat, they haven't gone out with any proper boots.
And you still believe the later ones were a lot better because a lot of them were ex-drivers, aren't they? Can you imagine BMW drivers?
Yeah. Started the day in a Transit, finishing the day in the same different Transit. How much do you want for this Transit? Because everyone's going to ask on YouTube. 2 Ford Transits for sale.
Sad. New injectors.
Yeah.
New fuel pressure relief valve. It's got a brand new windscreen in it, and it's just been MOT'd.
Sweet. The tyres any good?
Yeah.
Right, let's have a quick look at your tractor and then I'm going. Look, Ron's bought a tractor. Isn't this cool? That is lovely. 1950, what did you say? 1950? 1955. She's lovely. Yeah. Right. If I can't get the Transit home, I'll come back for this. Cheers, Ron. Let's get out of here. So this is a front wheel drive Transit, which is quite different to the rear wheel drive Transit that I was driving at the start of the day. And it's a nice clean van actually. It drives real nice. This weather's pretty bad now, you know. I'm going to film because we've just got to get going. Oh yeah, we're all right in the front wheel drive Transit. It's got bloody traction control and everything. This van's great. I reckon I'm having this run. I love it. Drives really nicely. Feels a lot newer than mine. But yeah, great. I mean, the weather's really coming in now. We're now going back across the bridge. We should be all right now on all the main roads. I'm going to go Kidderminster way again. So we'll go Kidderminster up to the motorway, and then we should eventually get home. Here we are, bridge over the River Severn. Should all be relatively straightforward from here. Got 147 miles range, got a cheeky engine light, but Ron assures me that that is absolutely fine, and yeah, beautiful. Should be an interesting run home. I'm waiting for some heat to get into the... I'm waiting for it to warm up so I can warm my feet up. My feet are freezing. Wow, what an adventure. Yeah, today's been very interesting. Yeah, she's not wheel spinning. We're okay. Everything's looking nice and scenic. As I say, there's a couple of different routes that I could go home, but I'm going to go the routes that I think will be most clear. I've got my wipers going wild just to keep us going. I think you can see all right on the camera. And yeah, look at that traction control. I still drag race you, even in the snow. Once a set of wipers, mind, I don't think the wipers are quite connecting with the. I don't think the wipers are quite connecting with the windscreen. But the wipers are working, which is more than you could say about my other Transit van. So this is coming into Kidderminster, and Ron and I managed to drop the BMW up at the barn, but I don't think much more is going up through that route. That route's going to be impassable now. So it's pretty interesting out and about. Yeah, so I've borrowed Ron's Transit to drive home. She's on her phone, she's not even looking at the road. She's got a headlight out, she's got a headlight out, she's on her phone and she's not looking at the road. I thought she was being careful just because of the conditions. This is going up the Hagley Mile. They're stuck on the other side, look. Yeah, oh wow, they're all stuck there. The Sirocco that can't go anywhere. What have we got there? There's a van that can't go anywhere. Right. Yeah, this is getting interesting. It's slippy, that's for sure. I think we're okay on this side. We should be dropping down out of the... Yeah, we dropped down a bit here. And we're not that far from the motorway now, so we should be okay, but... It's descending into chaos on the other side. Just going to leave plenty of distance. Plenty of distance. Keep moving, keep your wheels moving, keep your momentum. Try not to touch the brakes, and if you do, just dab them. Don't lock up. Okay, what's happening is there's black ice basically. The guys in front can't go anywhere. Right, we're stuck here unless someone can get moving, because I can't get past these guys. We should be alright after this bit. Traction control's working well. Fascinating. Should be alright now because it flattens out. But that's going to get interesting because it only takes one vehicle that can't do it. One vehicle with bad tyres and nobody else can get past. Well done, Transit. I tell you what, this van is doing really well. Ron said it had decent tyres on it. I reckon he might be right. Just got to get onto the motorway and then I know we're home free. Well, to be fair though, if the van stops here, I walk to my mum's house. I've only ever seen this road like this once before, and that was during the Beast from the East, when, like what you've just seen, lorries couldn't make it up to the motorway. I think I said this in a video the other day. There was one guy with a Defender who was absolutely loving life. It was like all his dreams had come true, and his job that night was to tow the lorries from where we just were to the motorway, which is just up here. So this is the slip road onto the motorway, if you haven't worked that out. Motorway is slow but moving. Honestly, I don't mind going slow, so long as it keeps moving. I'm hoping that as we go further north, this motorway is actually going to get a little bit better. Today would be a really good day for a Land Cruiser or a four-wheel drive Volvo. I'm just trying to be sensible, taking it easy, not taking any risks. I shouldn't have left the house this morning, but like I said, I don't generally believe what the newspapers say. What I could do with doing is, we're slowing down, I could do with moving this snow. There's all snow on the bottom of the windscreen. You see it? And the wiper's getting a bit stuck. I could do with stopping and just sorting that out, but I don't want to stop for obvious reasons. Where are you, Geoff? This is approaching junction 2, I think, of the M5. So I'm about to do, sorry, this is junction 1. We're about to do the M5, M6 interchange. Now, due to volume of traffic up there, I think the road should be fine. I'm willing to be proven wrong, but the speed with which this blizzard came in was pretty fascinating. I really need to scrape my windscreen, but like I said, I don't want to stop. Oh wow, look! The car on the left is a Renault Megane Coupe. You can't get up the hill to the junction. Well, probably could if someone knew what they were doing. That is a BMW X1. This little X1 on my right, I'm pretty sure that was stuck earlier on. From what I understand, from what I've left behind, there's going to be a lot of people stuck in Worcestershire. I've made it out now, but yeah, conditions are deteriorating quite rapidly and people are already getting stuck. So that's where we're at. Oh, hang on. Whoa, 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 whoa. Stop. Stop. Wipers have broken. Okay, now we have a situation. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stop under this bridge and I'm going to clear the snow off the wipers because my right hand side wiper has now stopped. Under the bridge there should be a clearer bit where I'll have traction if I need it. Crap, this isn't good, guys. I'm going to pull over here. Oh no. We might be going wiperless home. That's not good. Okay, I'm back. I can confirm can confirm that I now don't have a right-hand wiper. That's fine, I've still got the left side. I'm going to drive by looking out the left side. Yeah, it's completely sheared. The wiper has sheared off at the arm, so I can't reattach it. Well, this is why the good Lord gave us windows. I'm going to be wiping the window by leaning out the window in a moment. So we're going to join the M6 North and hopefully that road will be okay. Right, I'm trying it. I'm going for it. Yeah, 100% works. Ha ha! Yes! Genius. Hey, it works though, doesn't it? I hope you appreciate how cold my right hand is getting right now. You can work in tandem with the other wiper if I time it right. I think I'm coming off at the next junction. So if we can just keep this show on the road, we're going to be all right. I'm just going to have to sacrifice my right hand. It's a bit, what's that movie? 127 hours. It's going to be like that. This is ridiculous. I mean, this is one of the more ridiculous things I've done, and I've done some pretty ridiculous things. And yeah, when you're watching me clear the screen, I am genuinely doing that manually with my hand out the window. I've never looked forward to a cup of tea so much in my life. This is hilarious. Imagine if I drop my windscreen wiper. That'll be a nightmare. Right, that's the M54 junction. Swapping hands, holding the wiper with my left hand. My right hand is now going underneath my leg where it's a little bit warm. Braking, braking. It's all right, we got traction. Traction's fine. Slowing down. It's quite hard to get the wiper on the windscreen in the way that the blade actually scrapes the windscreen. Why, oh why didn't I put my gloves in the car this morning? Oh yeah, I'm just going to pop out to Worcester. I've got to move one car to the barn. I've got to pick up a car from the barn and then I'll be back. Yeah, it won't take long. I'll be back by mid-afternoon. Oh, car on the left is getting stuck. We're slow but we're moving. Traction control is helping. I don't think this lorry's going anywhere, is it? Right, what's happening here? Yeah, people are stuck here, so right, tell you what, I might have no wipers, but this bloody transit van's like a gazelle. It just goes. Right, you've got a rear wheel drive Mercedes up here. Come on son, let's have you all out of the way. Look at this, it's just, I'm crawling on the traction control and it's just working. Beautiful van. Come on, let's go. These people stuck, BMW totally stuck. Transit van, not a problem. brilliant. Bloody transit van's excellent. Gosh, this transit van is so good. We can go through the retail park, out the other side. Can you get out that way? Can you get out that way? All right. But transit van's driving around like nothing's happened. This is so funny. Let's go and have a walk up, find out what's going on. Right, the lorry's completely stuck. There's always a bloke in his shorts, isn't there? There's always a bloke in his shorts. Is there another way round? What route's that? Yeah. Might be open at least. Might try that. Yeah, I think I can. Alright. It's off. Don't know. Don't know. Might have to go the long way around. I'm not that far away from home. Funny. This is the bottom by the retail park, and nobody can get up the hill. I'm in the blue van, but nobody's going any further up there because they're all stuck. I've parked the van up for the night because this isn't going to work. That road over there is completely stuck. You can hear cars trying to get up there. So I'm going to go for a long walk instead, a very long walk, because that van, it's like a bloody gazelle. I can get through everything in that. It's brilliant. The van can go anywhere, but nobody else can. So there's no point me just sitting in traffic. What I can do is walk past the hill that everybody's stuck on and get to a point where Mrs. Geoff can come and pick me up. Starting in a Volvo, not starting in a Volvo because it wasn't ready, starting in a transit van with no window wipers, moving to a Volvo that went for an MOT, picking up a BMW with fresh stickers that then broke down on the motorway, got rescued by Rescue Ron, we nearly got stuck in the snow and I had to borrow Ron's van to get me here, which isn't even home. I'm okay, I'm going to walk and see how far I can get. Nobody over there is going anywhere. So, this is the main road that goes up from the retail park, and you can go down it. Oh, you go down it, no worries. I think cars are starting coming up past here, but I can't really bother to wait. I can walk not far where Mrs. G can pick me up, so I'll do that. Right, I'm not filming this because my hands are freezing. What a day! I thought it was funny when I broke down on the motorway in the BMW and it was raining, but considering I've now had to abandon the van that Ron lent me because the BMW broke down and I'm walking the rest of the way home, maybe on this occasion we shouldn't have ignored the media, which is weird because normally you should. You switch to the GoPro. Right, Mrs. G's just texted me and said it's an hour walk. Shows how much I know about this area, because I thought we lived way closer than that, but no, It's going to take me an hour, and there's not really a pavement either. So see how we go. Oh, cars are coming up here now. Maybe I should have waited. No, hang on. These are cars that came from the other direction because I don't recognise any of the cars. So they haven't come through where I came from. So I'm just going to keep walking. Yeah, I didn't see that car. I think they came from the other side. And okay, a long walk home then. Tell you what, I'm glad I didn't buy that rear-wheel drive BMW. That would have been a nightmare. And that little rear-wheel drive 3 Series, the transit was brilliant. I was going past people. My progress was only hampered by the fact that all the lorries were stuck. Very interesting and quite entertaining day. I'm happy enough. Why was my phone ringing? The chap that was helping push that BMW has given up and is now walking 5 miles back home. We were talking about cars. I said I was in a Transit and it was doing fine. I just can't get past the other cars. He said he's in a Ford Explorer. I go, what? One of the new EV ones? He goes, yes, rear-wheel drive only, absolutely useless. So he's walking 5 miles home. It's called Explorer. It should be good at exploring. But he's exploring now. These wellies. Thanks for watching.